It's that super flow, no, she my flow. Yeah, it's that super.
What's going on, guys? It's O'Donnell here with Elevated Gaming, and I just wanted to bring you a quick video on how to get cementing paste and polymer very quickly, or easily, I should say. And the easiest way I've seen on the cementing paste is to have snails. It is also a good way to get polymer as well, but you can also get polymer from going up to the Arctic and killing some penguins. But that's a little more time consuming than I want. So we'll just access our pin here. Maybe. Alright, so here we have our snails. And if you watched one of my last videos, I showed you how to make sweet vegetable cakes. Now that is the only thing that snails will eat. So without them, they're going to die. It's the only way you can tame them as well. So there are a couple ways to get the sweet vegetable cakes. You can either buy them in the Amber store. And just to show you here, we'll go into the Amber store. And if you go down to your crafting stations, maybe, you can buy your chef station right here for 10 amber. And then in the chef station, when you place it, the sweet vegetable cakes are 50 mixes. 50 mixes in order to buy 3 of them. And it costs 10 amber to buy 200 mixes. So basically you can have 12 sweet vegetable cakes for 10 amber, plus the 10 amber you spent to get the chef station. So really, it'll cost you 20 amber for 12 vegetable cakes. So if you haven't watched the other video and you want to know how to get those, that is the easiest way. So basically, you make sure they got food. You've already tamed them, you've got them here. When you level them up, I highly recommend putting everything into the food column. And you'll see this one is at, it has 1300 food. It's a lower level one. It's a level 45. Some of these have a couple thousand on their food, so they don't require as much feeding. And let's just check the food on these. I just fed them a little while ago, but I like to keep their food pretty high. That way you don't have to worry about feeding them a bunch later. And that's why I'm having to feed them again now. But they basically make 100 cementing paste per hour. I'm not sure on the polymer rate, but it seems to kind of fluctuate for me. Sometimes I'll get on here and all of them will have 100 polymer in them. And then other times I'll get on here and they'll have like 3 each. So I'm really not sure. I'll be honest with you, I haven't done my do research on that to find out what's going on or how often it pops up, but feel free to research that yourself, or I'll do a video later on. It looks like the rest of these have food in them. Okay, so it was just the one that was a little low. But once they get 100 cementing paste in them, make sure you take it out because they will not produce more than 100. So once you hit that first 100, that's all you got. So you can take that out every hour, and if you've got, we have 10 snails total. We have 5 right here and 5 in another pen. But once you have, you can get, we gather 1,000 cementing paste an hour if somebody's actually paying attention. But that is what snails are for. So and that's the quickest way to get cementing paste, at least. Polymer, like I said, up north, or the snails, either one. You have 2 different ways of getting polymer there. Or you can make metallic polymer. And if you watched my base building video, you'll know that in this general area, let me eat this right quick. And that mountain range right there is the most common place to find obsidian. And then if you use your fabricator and put obsidian and cementing paste in it, you can make metallic polymer, which does not spoil like the organic. And that is one other thing that you need to know is the organic polymer that is in these snails, if you take it out of them, it will spoil very quickly, and you cannot store it in a fridge. You can't store it in anything other than that snail. So if you take all the polymer out of your snails, then you need to bring them back, or if you don't use it all, you need to bring it back and put it back in your snail to keep it fresh. That's the only way to keep it fresh, so just keep that in mind. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.